Hello, hello, gorgeous souls. I am so delighted to be sharing with you today our product marketing workshop, how to market and sell your products abundantly and joyously. So this is for you if you are selling jewelry or honey, or if you are selling books, if you are selling any kind of physical product, whether you're selling online or offline. We're going to be sharing about how to make it abundant and joyous and glorious for you. So first and foremost, I always like to go through this because it's so amazing how people forget to do this. But if you want to get actual results from this hour, just know that multitasking really is a fallacy. Have some pad and paper in hand, give yourself actionables, commit to a deadline, implement in the next 1 day to maximum of 1 week, and really buddy up with an accountability buddy to support each other. Find somebody in the academy who's doing the same workshop and partner up and be each other's get shit done buddies. We all have gone to various workshops or done webinars and written tons and tons of notes and never looked at them again. I don't want you to be doing that here. So let's actually just get you some results, shall we? So why should you learn from me about product marketing? Well, I've successfully built a $1 million a year company selling products online. That's just that $1 million a year just for that particular brand, which is the workbooks. My products are now used by over 300,000 people worldwide. I was a finalist for Australian Businesswoman of the Year and Australian of the Year. And I'm also the former editor of business.gov.au, which is the Australian government's business advice website, which ended up winning a United Nations award for service to small businesses when I was there. So, very fancy. And yet I am standing here, and I shit you not, I stand here teaching you this pants free because it is the middle of summer in Australia, and there's no way that I can cope without becoming a sweaty ball sack doing this. So pants free Friday, everyone, I declare it. So even if it's not Friday, because it's not Friday, it's like Tuesday, I'm sure. So what you're going to be learning during this workshop, I'm really going to give you a whole bunch of tips and tools to increase your product sales. I'm going to share exactly the step-by-step of how I've built the $1 million product business, and I'm also going to be sharing with you some case studies of successful product marketers as well. So let's talk, how did I build a $1 million product business? Well, first and foremost, and I feel like this is the thing that people don't necessarily want to hear, but a lot of it comes before the sale. And what I mean by that is, I build up a big list during the year to sell to people by providing really great helpful advice or resources that people actually want. I'm content marketing throughout the year. Even though I'm not selling my products throughout the whole year, I am still sending out content every single week, 52 weeks a year, even though I'm only selling my products 3 months of that year or less. I'm also really making sure that I educate people about why they should be using my products. I'm educating them about the importance of using the workbooks, the importance of setting goals, and why it's a must in their lives. I am a huge fan of long sales pages with lots of testimonials, benefits, and results. I know that, a lot of cool hipsters don't want to do the long sales pages. They think it's, that they just want to do it simple and short. I promise you, you will sell more with a long sales page. So by all means, have a short sales page if you like less money and like selling less things. Just kidding. I mean, hey, show me wrong. Test it. Test. I always say test, and see if it works for you, but have those results in hand so that you know. I also make sure that I personally, for my products, talk a lot about social proof. I mean, now that it's been used by 250,000 people, I'm shouting that shit from the ceilings. But even back in ye olden days, I was like, okay, well, it's been used by 1,000 people. It's been used by over 5,000 people. And each year, as that's grown, then I'll share about that social proof, because we as humans are social animals. We need to know that other people are making the same decision with us. And so that's how you do that. I also make sure that I invest in a professional video and professional photographs. Now, I want to say what that looks like at this stage in this journey may not necessarily be where you're at in your journey. You just create the best quality that you can with what you have right now. Because, you know, for years, I just did it all myself with my own products and my own camera, and forcing my husband to create photos and videos for me. So you do what you can as you can each step of the way, and you want to upgrade as you go. You know, I always make sure that I've got search engine optimized content around my workbooks as well. So for people who are already out there searching for planners, for goals, all that kind of stuff, I'm making sure that I'm writing blog posts and articles that totally correlate with that, and people will find me really easily. I have a whole season of content marketing around the workbooks during sales season. So there's actually like a rhythm now of different things that I'm producing and content that I'm sharing in order to educate people about the workbooks during sales season, get them thinking about goals, all that kind of stuff. I also use different events throughout the sales season. And when I'm sharing this, I want you to not just be thinking, oh, this is all nice for Leonie. Like, I am sharing with you how I've built a $1 million product business. I want you to think with a really open mind about how you can take the same concept and apply it in your business. Because no matter what business you're in, you can absolutely apply it and see results for you. So for me, with the different events around sales season, so for example, I'll do, like I've always done a pre-order. Well, 2 years always. But you know, people can pre-order in like July. Then when the cart is open, I'll be like, the cart's open, everyone buy now. Once it starts getting towards kind of December up to our shipping deadline, then we're all about, you know, buy Christmas products. And then after the Christmas kind of sales period is over, then we're talking about New Year's. And you know, now this year for the first time we're doing a clearance because we're, you know, kind of halfway through the year and halfway through January. So the interest from, you know, like setting New Year's resolutions is kind of fading, and we still had so much stock left that we were like, all right, it's time for a sale. So have a think about the different events that you can have, the different ways you can promote your product throughout the year and create different spikes of sales interest. I also use Facebook ads a lot. If you look in Double Your Business program in the Academy, you will find out all of the deep, juicy gossip in there. As you probably know, I always improve my product. So I'm always trying to find ways that I can make it an even better product. And, you know, I've expanded the range as well, and looked at ways that I could service my customers in even better ways. I also make sure that I give as much information as possible from the get-go to assist with managing customer expectations and reducing customer service. So, for example, when we're in the middle of like crazy shipping season, you'll see me doing daily shipping updates on social media and on my blog, and you'll see it in my newsletters, like where's things at? And the reason I'm doing that is to answer people's questions before they even have to email in, and two, it cuts down on a lot of customer service time for me. I'll also make sure that I've answered as many questions as I can think of that people will have on the sales page. And when people continue asking questions over and over, that's a sign to me that I need to do a better job of communicating upfront so people don't even have to email my customer service people. So I really want you to think about what are the questions that people always ask and how can I pre-answer that for them. Now, I do want to say, like, this next tip, you're going to be like, oh, that's great, Leonie. But create a great product that people love to use and share about. And of course, everyone wants to come up with $1 million idea. Everybody was like, well, just tell me what it is then. And, oh, maybe I'll just do a workbook and that's the answer. As though like a workbook is the only answer to a great product. No, it comes from trial and error. I was already creating different offerings long before I came up with the workbooks, and some of them took off, some of them didn't at all, and each step of the way I learned new things, and it was only going through that process that then I found like a product that really worked. So you need to stay in tune with what your people are asking for. You need to just create unabashedly, knowing that some things will go woo and some things will just fall, and that is completely okay. It's got nothing really to do with you. It's just how people connect with it and resonate with it. So always experiment, play, test, see what works, and then you can build from there. I had no idea back in 2009 when I wrote the workbooks that they would turn into what they've turned into. I thought it'd be cool if I had like 10 people buy it. I was like, wow! First and foremost, I created it for myself. And it's, you know, it's just an added bonus that so many people love it. Now, more things that I do that, you know, I want you to model, like consider ways that you could do this in your business in a way that really works beautifully for you. When I'm selling, I'm gathering everybody's email addresses as well to continue that journey with. I'm giving them extra bonuses like free webinars and e-courses to get the most out of the product. I'm upselling to products that might be the right fit for them. For example, the Academy, if they want, you know, like a mastermind to deepen their experience with the workbooks, then the Academy is perfect for them. And you also want to create like community and connection with your customers who are using it, so they become a tribe of their own. So for example, this morning I just approved our 20,000th person into the Workbookers Facebook group, and I love going in there and seeing all of these amazing women who are just so inspiring. They're living their dreams and inspiring each other, and it's also, you know, they're getting together, and it deepens their bond with each other, and it deepens their experience with what I'm creating as well, which is just such a beautiful, beautiful thing. It turns it less from a product and more into a revolution and a movement and something that people feel really connected to. So another important way that I have promoted my workbooks is using affiliate marketing. So I partner with people and say, hey, if you'd like to share about these products, then you know, I'm happy to give you a portion of that sale. And you know, this is really popular in the online world. When it comes to the workbooks as well, I also kind of supercharge that. So I'll have an affiliate competition. So whoever sells the most amount of workbooks this year will get a big cash bonus. We have weekly leaderboards just to like really create a lot of excitement. So people are like, whoa, am I like, did I get to number 10? Or, you know, what am I up to? Can I beat the reigning leader? And can I promote more? And you can also do a whole bunch of things like contacting top affiliates to provide better support with interviews and things like that. If you want to know more about affiliate marketing, it is covered in the Business Goddess course in the Academy and in Double Your Business as well in the Academy. When it comes to marketing the workbooks with social media, I'm pretty decent with that. You know, we do get a lot of sales through social media. So we have an Instagram competition, and we promote the hashtag of the hashtag that we've decided to use, which is hashtag Shining Planners. And we say, hey, you know, take some cool pictures and share on social media with this hashtag, and you could win something. And people just go batshit over it. I think this season we've had 1,200 people so far upload pictures, which is so fun and just the coolest pictures. I also do a Facebook Live of going through the workbooks. So like when the workbooks first arrived, I shared like the previews with everyone, and that I think is the most popular Facebook Live I did this year. And I just did another Facebook Live telling people like how they're messing up with their goals, and I was using a whiteboard, and I felt really flash. I've done lots and lots of Facebook Lives of just taking people through the workbook step by step by step. It's all of those kinds of things to deepen people's interaction with your product. I also share testimonial images. So, a lot of people have given us testimonials over the years because we've had 300,000 people use these workbooks. People are absolutely obsessed by them. And so we convert those testimonials into images that we then share on social media. And we also created a whole range of like inspirational quote images about goals in my handwriting with my, the URL of shiningyear.com to promote the workbooks to people. So those have all gone really, really well this year. So that in a nutshell is how I've created a $1 million product business. It's with all things, it's not just like one thing done once that fixes and solves everything. It's these success tips done over and over and over again. It's repetition at its finest. And this is also, now 8 years in, it becomes a groundswell, and we've got so much product marketing already in place for these. It just continues to grow. It's the ultimate in snowballing. So it is doable, and you also just need to start where you are and do what's next and what's right for you. So I'm going to share some case studies with you now because I find these completely inspiring, and I think case studies are a fantastic way for you to look at business and marketing through a different lens.